Now come in lecture number 2. In lecture number 1 I was teaching you solid, that solids are the particles which is made from a tightly packed particles and cannot move easily. I showed you figure also. And next point it says there are some properties of solids. So see, first properties. Now we read about properties of solid. Okay. First point, a solid usually has a definite shape. You can see solid has a usually definite shape. Why? Because it cannot move easily and they are totally tightly packed. So it has a definite shape. Okay, like you can see this marker. Okay, this is solid. Now these are a definite shape. You cannot break it. You cannot break it very easily. Okay, if this board it is a solid, then it has some fixed shape. It cannot move easily, and it has a definite shape. You can see definite shape. But when there is a liquid is there, then I will explain. In liquid, you will put water, and then water. If any vessels you will put water, that water will take the shape of that vessel. But in solid it doesn't happen. In solid it has a free shape. It is totally tightly packed and it cannot move also. The shape of some solids can be changed if force is applied to them. Yes, if written the shape of solids can be changed if force is applied to them. Example is, for example, a rock can be broken into smaller pieces by applying a force on it with a hammer. Yes, I am just giving you an example of this marker only. It is a solid, but if I will apply force, if I will use hammer onto it, it will break. So it is written that a solid can change its shape also if force is applied on them. The solid can change its shape also if force is applied on them. Okay, it will change the force. Example already given, rock is there. If we hammer a rock, then that rock will break into smaller pieces. Now next point is, a solid does not flow and cannot be poured into a container. Yes, a solid does not flow, but when you will come into liquid and gas, they can flow because liquid is in the form of water. If you will pour water into any vessels, that water will take the shape of any vessel. Same with the gas also, but solid. Like this is marker, it is solid. If I will put into in a bucket, the shape will remain same. But if I will put liquid in this cup, liquid is there that much. If I will put in some other vessel, then that liquid will take the shape of that vessel. But it does not happen with solid due to its fixed shape. Okay, definite shape. Solid does not flow. Solid does not flow. A solid cannot pour into a container. Okay. Now next point is, a solid has a definite volume. Volume is the amount of space that an object occupies. A solid has definite volume. Volume is shape like length, breadth, and height. If you will take the example of this board only, it has length also, it has breadth also, and it has height also. So you can say a solid has a definite volume. Okay. If I am making the size of this board, then this volume, this length, this breadth is fixed. We cannot change its length, breadth, and height. But when you will come into a liquid, we can change that liquid volume, length, and height will change easily. So next point is, a liquid has a definite definite volume. Okay. Now volume is the amount that has occupies space. Next point. Examples of solids are books, chairs, and pencils. And examples is given like I can give marker, I can give board, book, etc. This one, solid understood? Okay. Solid, it is a particle which is made from a tightly packed particle and cannot move easily. A solid has a definite shape. A solid can change its shape when force is applied on them. A solid does not flow. A solid can cannot pour into a container. I have a liquid. A solid has a definite volume. Solid has a definite volume also. Example: marker, board, main chairs, etc. Now we'll come to next topic, that is liquid. So liquid, the particles that make a liquid are not very closely packed together and can move around them in solid. This gives a liquid the following properties. Okay, in liquid, you can see in a liquid, particles are not tightly packed. Okay, not tightly packed. Particles are not tightly packed. Okay, you can see, not tightly packed. In liquids, particles are not tightly packed and can move around more than in solid. In solid, what happens? That particles cannot move easily, but in liquids, particles are not tightly packed and they can move around more than in solid. Means it can move more than solids. Now we'll come to properties of liquid. Okay, we'll see some properties of liquids. So first property is, a liquid has no definite shape. It takes the shape of the container it is present in. Yes, I told you, if you take one bucket of small size and you take one more bucket of bigger size, then whatever liquid you will keep, you will put in first bucket, smaller size, it will take the shape of that bucket. Again, if you will keep that water in other big bucket and shape is different, then that liquid will take the shape of that bucket. If the shape is different, like one shape is like this, one shape is like this. If you will put water into that bucket, it will take the shape of that bucket. If you will put water into that shape, that water will take the shape of that bucket. So a liquid has no definite shape. No definite shape. It takes the shape of the container present in it. Okay. Liquid can flow easily from one place to another place. Liquid can, I told you already, the liquid can flow from one place to another place. A liquid has a definite value. Yeah, it's like solid. A liquid has a definite here is same. An example of liquids are water, juice, honey, etc. Okay. No different shape, but different volume. You can take the shape of container, present it. Liquid can flow from one place to another. Examples are water, juice, honey, and etc. My next class is I will start page number 43 gas. So for now, goodbye to all of you.